Welcome back to ESPN's live coverage of the PBA. We begin the 6th frame. Bill O'Neill, after that open frame, has reeled off 4 consecutive strikes, looking for 5. And finding 5.
Time, give me a break.
And what a rebound for Bill O'Neill after the open in the first frame. And Rob, Bill O'Neill's using a T-Road Pearl. And interestingly enough, both Bill O'Neill and Wes Malott are using balls that are drilled with negative pins, meaning the pin and the CG are left of the grip center.
We continue our recap of the 50 greatest bowlers. Number 39, Mike McGrath. Some guy, Randy Peterson at 35. Attaboy, but I'm still proud of you every time I see that.
Thanks. The General, George Pappas, 33rd. Wayne Zahn, the late Jim Godwin, David Ozio.
Great names on that list. Highlighted by you.
Huge names.
Here's Wes Malott looking for an opening 6-pack. Crack it open!
And getting back to the ball layouts that these players are using, it's to try to control the motion down the lane and to keep their balls from rolling too early. Wes Malott is absolutely perfect. And watch this. That's 10 back.
He had 7 strikes in match number 1, is looking for 7 straight here to open match number 2. Bill O'Neill hanging around despite that open frame in the first. Great match 2 going on here in Medford. Come on, 10!
Just another great shot, ringing 10 for Wes Malott. So you see this profile of just a unique style. The 6-pin goes up and around the 10. Now Wes Malott looks to convert. And interestingly enough, if Bill O'Neill strikes out, Wes converts here and strikes out, we have a tie at 279.
Wes Malott has never defended a title in his career. Last year he won here in Medford, defeating rookie Rhino Page, 255-193 in the title match.
And as long as Wes keeps his edge, he's good to go. Remember, in Baltimore against Rhino Page, he starts out with 280. I'm sorry, 290, only to falter in the title match. He got too complacent, too comfortable. Everybody out here on television needs to have an edge to them to compete and make great shots on television.
6 in a row now for O'Neill in search of his first tour title. See the other finishers scrolling across the bottom of your screen. Doug Kent, yet to see him on television at 18. Michael Fagan, 19. Mr. Loschetter at 20. Kenny Simard, hard-throwing Kenny at number 21.
New nickname for Kenny Simard. Paw. P-A-W.
I'll buy that. Last year's Player of the Year, Chris Barnes, checking in at 25. Here's O'Neill as we begin the 8th. Messenger. This will be O'Neill's 7th top 10 finish of the season and his 5th top 5. Remember the great start he got out to the season as we take a look at this effort here in number 8. So that ends a streak of 6 straight strikes for O'Neill. But he stays clean.
Well, it's just great recovery after that first shot where he left the 2-4-10. Bill O'Neill 6 in a row and just leaves a flat 10 there. But he's still in this match, only down by 11. He's got his wits about him. He's comfortable now. He's got a good look to the pocket. It's just a matter of making those great quality shots that you have to make on this tough Earl Anthony pattern.
Back on the strike train for Malott. This is the 6th and final stop on the versatility swing, and Wes Malott has more than demonstrated his versatility this season, Randy. A 4th, a 3rd, a 1st, a 12th, a 2nd, and a TBD here today. He has bowled well no matter where you are, no matter what you put on the wood, no matter what the weather is, no matter the season, he has been the player of the year in a lot of people's minds, even though he's second to Norm Duke points-wise. And Norm with that huge lead, courtesy of his major win to open up the season in Omaha. Back-to-back jacks now from Malat after that spare that came his way in the 7th.
Sick of seeing you.
It's bad stuff there.
Strike a lot. Malat takes a seat. Bill O'Neill steps up in the 9th. A little heavy.
Like a lie.
And that's the one that Bill O'Neill really wanted, because that would have set up the 10th frame for him. A spare here. Striking out in the 10th, Bill O'Neill will shoot 247. Wes Malat is already in the 250s.
There's the spare for O'Neill. You know, he said there's a lot on the line today. Let's see. I need a watch. The trophy happens to be a Rolex. I need a title just to get one. And that title also would get him an invite to the Tournament of Champions next week.
Right now, Rick Lawrence sitting at home in Texas rooting for Wes Malat, because if Bill O'Neill were to win this match, he would knock Rick Lawrence out of the Tournament of Champions.
If O'Neill would win this tournament, not this match.
I'm sorry, this tournament.
Rarely do I get the opportunity to correct you on bowling. So I need to pounce on it, my friend.
Now, his only chance is striking here, and then hoping that Wes Malat opens in the 10th frame. That's the only chance he has. If he doesn't strike on this ball, Wes Malat just has to show up and keep it on the lane.
Eighth strike of the match.
Well, he's bowled a great game, and you know, it's kind of tough when your opponent is shooting 250. Wes can strike out to shoot 279. That's tough to beat on television or during the week in match play. It's tough to beat anytime. You know, normally I would say 240 on this pattern, from what I saw this week, would be a winner.
27-year-old O'Neill from Levittown, Pennsylvania, still seeking his first tour title.
Oh, no, get a lot, please.
Did not like that one.
That's right, 9's okay.
Strong outing from O'Neill at 246. But it's most likely not going to be enough to knock off Wes Malat.
Malat needs any mark, and he moves on to face Tommy Jones in the title match.
The #1 seed, Tommy Jones, waiting in the wings after this match, though, will be the women's final. Head down, release, and an avoidance of the 10.
He's got to have it. If he misses this, Rob, we have a tie. You can see him starting to migrate more towards the center of the lane, as each ball that goes down the lane takes a little bit of that oil off of the lane, and the players just stay one step in front of the transition. Wes Malat inching more towards the center. Converts the 10. That's a winner. He will move on to face Tommy Jones in the title match.
Tommy Jones, the only bowler who did not make last week's Reno show that made this week's show. O'Neill, Malat, PA, all making both shows. So Malat rolls over Bill O'Neill.
And if you're Bill O'Neill, you've got to feel a little snake bit.
You can give me that one at least once. I mean, I got the
Strong outing from O'Neill, not hefty enough to knock off Malat, who wins at 255, 246. The women take to the wood in the final women's series event of the season when we return. And after that, the men's final, commercial free. Wes Malat taking on Tommy Jones.